walking around. So once they get past the construction zone, they will most likely get more aggressive with this one. But you saw right there just how quickly this person was going. We were at the 60-71, and I was looking at those units that were right there, and those guys are way behind this person right here. There was another unit that was really close, but again, they're backing off at least momentarily because we just went through that construction zone. But we're out of that. Fortunately, it doesn't appear anyone was injured in that area, but we are flying through Ontario now, and at this rate, we're going to be at the 15 freeway pretty quickly.
Yeah, we'd like to know how police got involved with this. All that we know is the original one was a man with a gun. This happened again near downtown. CHP is in pursuit of this driver that's in the middle part of your screen there. You can see the night sun from law enforcement helicopter overhead. And I do have to apologize. We're trying to get overhead so we can get you a better shot. But this driver behind the vehicle of this late model Lexus is just pedal to the metal, going better than 100 miles an hour, 140 clock speed. And that is just really a challenge for us, Susie, to get our aircraft up and above them.
Yeah, as we mentioned earlier, the LAPD went into tracking mode, just monitoring the situation from the sky as their ground units backed off because of the speeds that this person is going, continues to go tonight, obviously. But actually, the CHP actually re-engaged, or engaged, I should say, into the pursuit. And that might be because of the person has a gun. Yeah. That there could be more than just the driving danger, if you will, beyond this when you hear about a weapon. And of course, when somebody has a weapon like that, and if they're going as fast as this driver is, there's no opportunity to put the stop sticks out. There's really no way to attempt a pit maneuver because the speeds are way too dangerous, way too fast. So police are just going to have to continue to follow this individual and hope that he, gets some sense, pulls over, runs
and
out
stops.
Of gas, maybe?
Right, something like that. But this is a situation that we're seeing right now. Des, let's take a look at, if you will, tell us a little bit about, you're getting a little bit better shot here. At least everybody's going the same direction. The traffic up ahead is, well, I guess it's moderate, I would say, tonight, right?
Yeah, definitely moderate traffic. There's still quite a few people out here on a Thursday night, getting ready for the weekend, folks getting ready for the holidays, but it is free flow. Still quite a few cars out here, even though we're now at the 10 p.m. hour. You see the spotlight here we had heard that it was LA County Sheriff's Deputy's helicopter that was taking over, but it may still be LAPD. I'll wait to confirm that. Now, apparently CHP's fixed wing is coming into this as well. This is something we've been seeing more often lately. We've kind of been seeing almost 50-50 between CHP's fixed wing, which is usually a crew of 3 that has a big camera on top of one of the wings. Seeing that just about as often these days as we've been seeing the helicopter. Okay, now we're getting off of the freeway, and let me just do this for a little bit. Okay, now this could really get dangerous as, look at this, 80 miles an hour taking this off-ramp, slamming on the brakes as we come down to Archibald, taking that turn incredibly quickly, wide right turn there. And now this is where it could really get dangerous for the public, depending on what this suspect is. Well,
he's going to bail out.
They're going to get out of the vehicle. Bailing out here right near this Jack in the Box, right off the 60 and Archibald. Out, and you know what? We don't. Okay, there's the running. Kind of hesitated there. What is this? Getting in another vehicle.
He's trying to carjack somebody.
That?
I think he's trying to carjack somebody.
Yep.
Okay,
yeah, it
so
sure looked like it because that person sped away immediately.
That person stopped, though, as if that person knew that person.
Well,
or
he's
trying again. Oh, my gosh.
Hanging on.
He was almost hanging onto the side.
Somebody.
Hanging onto the side of that vehicle.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
boy,
we know that units are nearby.
A CHP.
We know that units are nearby, and Des, they got the night sun right on them. And as long as he doesn't get, this is a desperate, desperate person, Susie.
We've been watching these chases, after the car portion and when they flee on foot.
Take off.
We've seen this happen once again, the possible carjacking again. 3 attempted carjackings that we've been watching so far. And it looks like a CHP unit was really close right there. Another one right there.
They've got to stop this guy.
There
he goes. There he goes.
Took him down.
There he goes.
Wow.
Well, I mean, they have to do that. This is a person wanted with a gun. They don't know if he still has the gun on him.
That's why
He's tried to carjack 3 people.
Sure.
This is a violent individual, and they had to take him down as quickly as they could, and they did a great job of doing that.
I'm actually surprised to see that. I don't know about you, Desmond, but, being armed or with the knowledge of being armed, they usually take a little bit more precaution in terms of approaching the person, but it looks like they just took him right down, didn't they?
Yeah, so that's the first attempt at carjacking
yeah.
on the right-hand part of your screen. Des, I hate to interrupt, but we got the inbox here showing just what occurred a few minutes ago, that he's going to then try to get into this car. That's a second attempt at carjacking. He held on to the handle there for just a moment as the driver thankfully took off, and then he ran over here to kind of a commercial area, goes between some bushes, and then approaches a driver. You're going to see that in just a second at a red light. And that's when the police car came so close to hitting that individual. You knew they were getting very aggressive. This is CHP, and this is where he tries to get into that car. You see the police car come up on him, and then he's going to run, and he'll put his hands up, and they'll take him then into custody.
You know, you wonder why he was trying to switch cars. Was that other car running out of gas? Or maybe he was just desperate to change cars so he can blend in again when he gets back on the freeway. I don't know, but that was very scary to watch as he almost carjacked 3 people.
So, Des, we got to be pretty thankful tonight that he did do the right thing and pull over, although he was, you know, trying to get into another vehicle. But at least it ended this way as opposed to a crash or something like that.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, everyone kind of took a gamble here. This person taking the gamble by getting out of the vehicle and then trying to carjack someone else. And by the way, it sure looked like this suspect had something in their hand. You know, we weren't sure what that was. We knew that it started as a man with a gun. It wasn't necessarily a gun in his hand, but then CHP taking the risk to come in here and immediately tackle someone who could have very possibly had a gun in their hand. It was all, you know, split-second decision-making. They made the right decision. Fortunately, everyone there was alert to what was going on around them, and they had their doors locked. And this is why, you know, sometimes we don't think about it. It's just best to lock your doors when you're driving in Southern California for reasons like this.
Well, thankfully, there wasn't backed up traffic and people were pinned in, and he was able to go from car to car. So we're just going to wrap this up here. This is the end of the latest pursuit of a suspect of a man wanted with a gun. This police pursuit has ended. We'll take just a second. You see the takedown of the suspect right there. We'll call it Code 4. Des, thank you so much as we'll continue to follow that story.